Hopefully this is all working. Test, test, test. Is this the right mic? Why does it look like it's the wrong mic? No, this is good. Okay. Check, check. Check. Am I low? Check, 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 check. No, I think it's working. Okay. Yo, what's up, Ishwan? Alright. What's up, Jen Axel? Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Oh, Mamuk is also the name of their city, I see. So Mamuk Jaja maybe is like a Jaja from Mamuk or something? Oh, Mamuk and Bakul. Never mind. I thought there was a Mamuk Jaja too. I think I'm just bad with names. How you guys doing on this fine Monday afternoon? I was going to go to the gym today like I normally do on Monday mornings, but I played volleyball for the first time yesterday. Oh my god, what a great time I had playing volleyball. However, my body is absolutely shattered from playing. I am so bruised up, so sore, but it's such a good time. I don't know if you can even see. Oh, okay, I've got an ad break coming up, but I don't know if you guys can see the bruising on my arm here. Let's see. Look at that. That's crazy. I am so bruised up. It is actually insane. Did you do any crazy dives? You know what's funny is rather than having, I never really dove for the ball. Whenever a ball is in front of me, my bad tendency is to want to, like kick at the ball rather than dive. So I need to fix that about my instinct. And I think part of it is that my stance is probably too far like back on my heels, and my center of gravity isn't far enough forward for me to like allow myself to dive. But I think next weekend, because we're gonna do this every Sunday, is I'll probably I might invest in some knee pads. We'll see. But the main thing is for sure is that I gotta stop stop the instinct of wanting to kick the ball. Anytime I see the ball in front of me, I'm just like, I want to kick it. I want to kick it. I want to kick it. Oh, what's up, real Joshua? Wait, you play Final Fantasy as well? That's actually hilarious. There's actually so many of us. The meme that all fighting game players eventually retired to card games or MMOs is just so true. Like, something about card games and MMOs just like brings all the fucking millennials to the yard. I think the reason is probably deep down we understand that we're fucking past it, you know what I mean? We're old. But we still want to like do something competitive, like not competitive. I guess it's competitive. So then I end up playing card games in Final Fantasy. What can I do? Raven Dawn, thank you for the sub. My goodness, thank you. Appreciate it. Happy Monday. Is that a meteorite up there? Dude, this area is pretty freaking crazy. Birthed by wild, baptized by shadowbringers. Yeah, it's actually funny because the reason why I started playing Final Fantasy 14 in the first place was me and my friends were waiting on Shadowlands to drop, and then for whatever reason we're like, hey, some of us play Final Fantasy 14 and they say it's good, and the rest is history. And now I've been so deep into Final Fantasy 14. Like, during that time, I got so deep in Final Fantasy 14. It's actually insane. Completed every Ultimate, completed every Savage, completed every... Pretty much, I think I did basically every piece of content in the game outside of, like, Solo Palace of the Dead and stuff like that. That's pretty much, like, the only thing I haven't done in this game. Within reason, I guess. Just because some of the achievements in this game are just actually so insane. Do you still play Real Joshua? Are you still your sub still active in this game? It is actually crazy though how many people in the One Piece community play Final Fantasy. In fact, there was a guy that I used to raid with who plays One Piece. Wait for Shadowland, kind of crazy in hindsight. Shadowlands was okay as a WoW camp expansion. It wasn't great. Actually, hold on, let me think about this. Nah, it was pretty bad, huh? It was pretty bad. I enjoyed the first raid. The first raid was really nice. The one with Mr. Vampire guy. I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot everything. I forgot the names. I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
The weeklies just kind of sucked. Like the idea of what it was. I forgot what the under like the hell jail thing where you get like basically TFT augments.
To erect it,
but
would have been no
it was
small
really,
feat.
really fun at first, and then it became definitely a chore.
The work of
It
your
remi-
hands built
I think
long ago.
it rhymed with chore
Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
or something. I don't know. There was that one like weekly thing that you had to do, and it was just kind of annoying to do.
To what end?
Haven't played Dawn Trail, but I'll probably do MSQ to prep for NG raid. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. They fucking got us with the Evangelion shit, man. Even though it's probably not gonna happen till, I mean, end of Q1 next year, so long time to go. But I figured for me right now, like One Piece is in kind of a lull state because I'm not really traveling to any of the big regionals, so I have a lot of time on my hands. So I figured I'd do the catch up now. These birds can't fly on those wings. Unrealistic. But I think I'm like getting to the part where things should get exciting. I don't know. That's the sense I get. We're done doing our little fetch quests, maybe. Is this Bakul? Is this where Bakul Jasha? Is this where we become
Bakul
therapy for him?
Jaja.
Or do we have to fight him and beat his ass again?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure.
Aw, Bakul Jaja, don't make me
You've
feel
always
bad for
come
you.
here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mom!
Mother,
Don't say that in front of the Warrior of Light.
The third promise seeks to learn about Malmuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Speak, hear, think, feel. Oh, speaking of that, I went to the Final Fantasy
perhaps it's
XIV
only right that we be the ones to
Jollibee
speak
collaboration.
of
It was pretty cool.
it. Blessed.
I went
Yes,
to,
we are.
I drove all the way out to Anaheim, which is like 45 minutes away, just because I wanted to see the one that was like really, really decked out. It was cool. It's also very funny because like, you can just tell who's there because they're Filipino and who's there because they're Final Fantasy addicts. It was funny. Always enjoy a good Jollibee meal as well. They really need to bring a Jollibee into West LA.
This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mabonja. An infant.
What? Excuse me?
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
I don't know what a cenotaph is. Help. Someone Google what a cenotaph is.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I have no clue, brother. I thought
I've
it was
heard
when a
that they
lizard
are
really
going to
loves a
ruin
other lizard.
our parents.
Birthing place? Okay, okay. I mean, that's what makes sense contextually. I just didn't know if there was like a more specific. Oh, okay, a cenotaph is an empty tomb or monument erected to honor individuals buried elsewhere, or whose remains were never. Oh, okay. Cenotaph is an empty tomb. Empty tomb. Okay, okay. So not a birthing place. Yeah.
Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shebral have no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these
Oh boy.
superior children.
We got into some eugenics, huh?
No
So
matter the
Hyzel, are
cost.
you old enough? Are you in the old enough crew to remember original season 1, 2 League of Legends when the meta was player driven, not producer in Forest? I started playing in season 2, but by that time already like roles were being sort of not enforced necessarily. I mean, certainly less enforced than it is now. But I just think the game just got more and more streamlined. And I
Must
think,
die.
I don't know. It's like, okay, so it's kind of the same issue that Final Fantasy faces, right? Like, eventually you get to a point where the game that you make is special. And, but it's released to a small crowd. And suddenly it gains popularity. And as it gains popularity, you'll get data from, you know, your data team, and it'll say, hey, all these are playing your game, but there's a couple of things that are gatekeeping people from enjoying your game, and inevitably the producers look at it and go, okay, well, let's fix those things. And a lot of those things tend to be with like accessibility issues or readability issues, or just like things that like don't really make sense but to the outside player, but people who have played it kind of have already come to accept those things, right? And what ends up happening is you start fixing those things, and you'll find that a lot of the older, more veteran players, they've fallen in love with the quirks of your game. And so when you revert those things, they go, hey, why'd you get rid of the things that we love? And it's like, well, it's because like it just makes better sense for everybody else for these changes to happen, and the game just makes more sense when you put these things into more streamlined roles. Like, obviously, there are things where you can obviously go too far, and maybe League of Legends went there, but I think, like, roles is one of those things that's, like, it's fine if it's enforced. To be honest, like, maybe there's a creative world somewhere where, like, everything is completely freeform and everyone can do whatever the fuck they want, but, like, I don't think it's particularly that realistic for a game that's trying to keep, like, millions of MAU, or, like, monthly active users. And then the same thing, like, in Final Fantasy 14, like, you know, I think it's fair to be like, some of these roles have gotten too dumbed down and we hate the 2-minute meta, and it's like, it's obviously very clear to me, at least from the recent FanFest stuff, that like the producers of Final Fantasy 14 want to start moving away from that, which I think is a good direction in general. And yeah, already jungle ADC meta was kind of already made in season 2.
Only 1 in 100.
To be honest, AD carries go back and forth between being viable in mid and not, right? Like, I remember Void Boy bringing out Tristana mid for the first time and kind of taking over.
Because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing.
Alright, this is some trauma.
But I did fail.
Trauma. I don't like the idea that we're getting the pity party for Bakul Jaja after he kind of sort of released Valley Garmanda on the peoples of, you know, the land. I don't know, feels kind of weird. Thoughts on FanFest and the new expansion involved? I mean, long story short, I resubbed. So there's that. Fair, I'm on the same boat, yeah. You know, like, I think FanFest.
I should never have been born.
Aw, poor Bakul Jaja. Except I still
Wrong.
got mixed thoughts about you.
You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you are responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours.
Like, I mean, ideally, Bakul Jaja sort of atones for his sins here. I don't know.
What do you
We'll see.
want? Say it.
Since I started in Walker, I couldn't know how the 2-minute thing impacted everything, but I could tell on dungeon difficulty that sucked until post Endwalker. Dungeon difficulty. What do you mean by dungeon difficulty, I guess? But yeah, I'm really excited about the new expansion. I'm really excited for like the evolved classes. Like, I think that's all great. It was too piss easy.
I don't want any more to die.
I mean, I think most of this game is easy, right? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think Final Fantasy 14 is a very easy game, just like in
We'll
general.
put a stop
I think like there's only
to
like
this
a few
madness.
things in this game that are like what I would consider like Maybe that's gatekeeping. Is that gatekeeping of me to say? Was it fucked for me to say that? Chat, you can be real with me. Was it fucked for me to say that? But I actually think like Final Fantasy 14 is like not a hard game.
If we understand
I think the
why they caused
hard
Jack
stuff.
issues in the first place,
I
we'd
think
be
the
better
only thing
equipped
that's
to
hard
cope
is
with them.
blind progging. I think blind progging is really hard. But outside of blind prog, I think this game is like
Indeed.
really quite
I
easy.
just
I think
hope
the
they
hardest
will be
part is just
open to
getting a
discourse.
room of 8 people together who don't hate each other by the end of like being in close proximity in like basically a cooperative escape room for 2 months in a row or whatever. But I just think Final Fantasy is an easy game, like even all the way up until Ultimates. Like, I don't think Ultimates are that hard. I think everything in Final Fantasy 14 is like goes from like easy, like brain dead easy to like time consuming, more than it being like properly difficult. I don't think like anything in the game. There's like I think Ultimates is like like ultimate mechanics, like I'm trying to think P5 in DSR, where you get a bunch of different debuffs and you have to align yourselves and while dodging stuff and doing DPS. That's probably the hardest the game gets, where like you get fully randomized sort of rolls and debuffs that make you have to arrange in a certain way. That's like Titan Jails is like an example of one that I think can be difficult, just cause, of course, like trigonometry or not. Am I thinking of P5 DSR? No, P6 DSR, when you're facing the 2 dragons and you have to align yourselves with the stupid black white no debuff and whatever. My memory of this stuff is like really weak now, but like and I think it's probably okay. I think it's okay that everything that's related to MSQ is as easy and stress-free as possible. I think that's totally
There will be
fine.
trouble if
Like,
your
I think
father
dungeons
finds
should
out
be
you're
like
still here.
pretty forgiving and like whatever, because like at the end of the day, for people who care about the story, they just need to do it once and they're over it. And for people who do it repetitively through like roulettes and stuff, they just need to get it over with. Like no one is doing roulettes because the dungeons are fun. Now, I guess you could argue that like maybe there's a world where dungeons become so fun that like people are like, yeah, let's do roulettes because it's fun. But I just like don't see that particularly being fruitful for the vast majority of players. And then yeah, I haven't done any of the extremes or higher end content in Dawn Trail, so I don't know if like things have changed from Endwalker in that front. But I've like a lot of people in chat always say that the Dawn Trail combat stuff is like pretty fun, so I'm excited to see it. And the dungeons I've played so far have been pretty fun, so
People will do
I don't know.
as you say if you show it to them.
But like I feel like difficulty in this games is like very if I was to draw a graph about like how difficult things are based off the level, like normals, brain dead easy, extremes
For what I've
like
said,
just a little bit harder, extremes at like at good item level, right? Because that's the other thing that trips things up, is like depending on your item level, it's like really certain things get a lot more trivial, like if it's on patch or not on patch, for example. Like that also changes like how difficult something is. But extremes are like usually really forgiving in mechanics. Like sometimes it just becomes a red mage just sits there rezzing everybody, but like you'll eventually get through it. And there's only like maybe 2 mechanics in the whole raid that like require all 8 people to be up and doing something functional. There's no DPS check. There's like kind of no DPS check in general in this game, outside of like on patch ultimates and progging like the first 4 weeks of a savage. So like usually deaths and damage downs are only punishing during that period of time. I don't know. But I don't even know if it's hard because MMO players are old now. I think the thing is like I'm old. I would say I'm pretty.
You're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Oh my god, we're actually trying to absolve Mamu Jaja from his heinous crimes. Here, anyways, before I move on with the MSQ, like the thing is, like MMOs are hard for old people, not because they're old, because I'm old. I'm turning 36, 35, 36. Like I feel like that's a pretty venerable age, right? I'm fairly old, all things considered, like at least for somebody who is playing video games on a 2 o'clock on a Monday, you know. And the truth is just like the reason why MMO and just gaming and stuff gets harder as you get older is because for the most part most people end up not having as much time as they get older to dedicate into doing things, right? Like when you're young and you have infinite time on your hands, like you can just do whatever the fuck you want and you get good at it because you just have infinite time. When you get older, it's just harder because you just have like more shit to do. Like, oh, I have a job. I don't have a job. That's why I can do this, you know, and play card games or whatever. Yo, what's up, Bouncy? Oh my god. I also reached out because of FanFest. Welcome. I'm catching up.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well, maybe it's for the best.
Yeah, I guess
Hatred is exhausting,
I just think
after
some
all.
people say like, oh, I'm bad at games because I'm old, and it's like, don't blame it on being old. Blame it on because you're responsible.
Indeed.
MMO TCG
So
is
let
such
us
a
make the most
vibe.
of
I
our
got my
newfound
Rip My
freedom
local
and bring together the people of the moon.
Yo,
With
they
much to
fucking
discover.
got you, bro. Like, I'm just saying, it's just there's just something about MMOs and trading card games that just like hook people when they hit 30 years old. Like, there's something that activates in your DNA. Oh, I'm 30 years old. I love MMOs and trading card games all of a sudden. You have the skill inheritance from years and years of practice. Double is still a great USA 80 carry from his time investment. Oh, when you're an old person? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Double Lift is necessarily a great example because like, it's not like he went back into the regular workforce ever. Like, even if you took out the amount of time he played League of Legends during his pro days, like, I'm still sure that he's in the top 1% of people who have played League of Legends. You know what I mean? Like, even if you took out all the years that he became a pro. That might be true. Lately, I've been playing a lot more MTG EDH over tabletop sim with my community. Oh, that's fun. Thinking about more age and neuron reaction times. But the thing is, like, your reaction times don't die off that fast. And I think reaction times is like a falsehood in what keeps people back from being good at video games anyways. Like, most of the time people don't... Like, I think it's like very scrub quotesy for people to be like, oh, it's my reaction speed that sucks and that's why I suck at, you know, fighting games or whatever. It's like, no, it's just, it's like, it's all anticipation. And that's where like experience matters. Yeah, like knowledge game sense is everything. Anticipation is everything. Most FGC pros are, yeah, 27 plus. Yeah, fucking Daigo went 10-6 against Menard, bro, and Daigo's like what, 50 years old? How old is Daigo? I still wonder no women have hit high in league teams. I mean, that one's also just like a cultural barrier, no? So where the fuck is this thing? He's 44. There it is. Now, that one's in an area I can't reach right now. To be honest, I think for women gamers, I think all it takes is just like one big breakthrough. Right now, the problem is like, unlike for men gamers who have infinite amount of like role models and like people to be inspired off of, like women gamers don't really have like a breakout star that like turn things around for them. I think of like things like Caitlin Clark for the WNBA. Like WNBA has had like such a resurgence recently of like superstars, and I think like that'll create a bunch of people who are young right now, like, you know, they're like 10, they're in their formative years, and they're like, oh my god, look at what these women are doing, I want to be like them. And that's going to inspire people, and like it's going to create a movement, just like how like the US men's national team, like US sucks at soccer, right? Like we're ass at football. And after the like the oh god, like the Landon Donovan era, like suddenly like a bunch of new age younger football players were coming out of the woodworks, although it's kind of stopped in recent times. I feel like the soccer like talent scouting for the US is terrible because our system sucks, but yeah, until that sort of like breakout thing happens for women gamers, like I think it's tough. Any thoughts on the details revealed during FanFest? I'm really excited to see the direction they take with the evolved classes. I think it's like a really really cool thing. I think like if anyone was to say like something about Final Fantasy 14 they wish they could change for the ground up, I think most people would maybe point at the combat mechanics. Like obviously the raid designs and stuff like that are all fantastic or whatever, but like I think after, you know, 10 plus years or whatever of 2-minute cooldowns, like maybe it's time to move on from that. I think like overall moving ourselves away from like purely GCD oriented combat would be good for the game. Like, so I'm just really excited to see what they do with it. It sounds like they're playing it a little safe at the moment. I would love to see them go a little crazier. Like, I think the like deriving direction from the PvP classes is really, really smart, because I've always said that when they reworked the PvP classes into what they are now, like I was like, oh my god, these classes are way like more thematic to Final Fantasy classes than the actual games classes. So I'm to see them take lessons from the PvP design is like really smart. I think I'm really excited about that. They're playing around with other things, like the fact that they added the Dragoon limit break, where like I become untargetable for a little bit. Like obviously it's great that you don't become fully invulnerable to completely get you through raid mechanics, but like, you know, still a bunch of damage mitigation there is really, really cool. Like I'm excited. Is there no women pro in Valorant? They have their own women's league, and even that has a lot of problems, to be honest. But there are women pros, but man, they get there've been a couple that have been like harassed off of TMs and stuff like that, even within the league. Yeah, exactly. Potter coaching EG was incredibly inspiring for the women player base. Yeah, again, I think it's gonna take time, but I think like women's leagues in general is like a good place to start. Like, it's just gonna be culturally uphill, because one is a lot of the pro players are really young and stupid. Like, I cannot believe, by the way, I cannot believe how stupid some of these pro players are. Like, I've been around esports a long enough time to know there's a lot of stupid kids out there. But like, how are you in 2026 saying the N-word to people, calling them N-words with the hard R? What are we doing? It's like, what are we doing? You know, like I just I don't understand. How are we? There's a different N word I was thinking of, but yeah, noobs. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. Yeah, it's like insane. It is just absolutely crazy to me that we're still in this boat in 2026. Yeah, the GCD thing. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think GCD gaming is always just gonna. It's definitely like one of the problems with Final Fantasy 14 as a game. It's like suffering from its own success. Like, it's the same thing with League of Legends actually, because League of Legends is a top-down game, and top-down gaming is just like kind of dead. 2026. What is the problem with having a popular game that survives a long time? It's like, how do you keep it fresh after so long? We have Argue, Mr. Ether Current. It's probably up on top of this hill, huh? Oh, nope, there it is. Finding a community outside of Smash. I mean, I still hold Smash near and dear to my heart. I wouldn't let the bad eggs be the ones to ruin it all. And yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily consider UFC beautiful either. That's the other thing I was gonna say. The truth is, like, every community has its bad eggs. That is what it is. Yeah, I mean, UFC storylines are definitely really cool. I'll say that much. That's like part of the magic of fighting games, right? Fighting games, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you're from. You press the buttons good, and you can make a name for yourself. And then obviously it's better if you're a good person. Yeah, Pakistan. It's so interesting that they just like found a community of Tekken players, and that Arslan Ash just rises from that scene and just takes the world by storm. Very, very cool storyline. USA is still good at fighting games. But yeah, we're definitely ass at League of Legends. And also Valorant we're pretty good at too. Even though Korea did just win the last VCT internationals. But NA is still insanely good. If anything, EU kind of fallen off in video games, bro. EU has fallen off hard. They might still have Dota and CS:GO, or CS in general. But man, that's a tough look for them. Like League of Legends, they're ass. Valorant, they're ass. Fighting games, they aight. At least the French are good at Dragon Ball Fighters. Yeah, Fnatic is the only good team, and they're not even doing that great at the internationals. They've been kind of getting cooked. French are also good. Yeah, so the French are holding up on their fighting games. I haven't really paid attention too much in the 2XKO scene, so I can't really speak too much about it. But I just know that they're really they're very good in Dragon Ball Fighters. Valheim? I don't know. I don't even know what Valheim is. We're too deep. We're too deep. I don't know. Survival crafting style games? Yeah, I don't know. Not my not my thing. Being about the imports. Honestly, the whole import situation is a tricky one because I think it made sense a long time ago because you wanted... Well, I don't know. I think it's fine for teams to want to play in other, like pros want to play in other regions and teams want to sign players from other regions, etc., etc. I think all that is fine, especially when I think of it from like a sports angle. The problem, I guess, becomes when really it's only NA teams that are signing on foreign talent, and it's just because NA has money. However, NA hasn't really shown any results from an international stage, so like the imports aren't really doing, I think, what people want, which is like to, like the imports bring their culture of like knowledge and hard work and whatever to the game, but I think it's a really complicated issue, to be honest. Yeah, saying 2 years is forever is forever, for sure. I think the import thing is like a really complicated situation. It's not really straightforward. At the end of the day, the problem ends up being that like in esports, the only way to like really sell sponsors is to be doing really well. And so like people like esports orgs feel like they are incentivized to win in the short term as much as possible in order to keep their like everything is very short term focused for immediate results. And I think that engenders quite a few issues when it comes to imports because they just yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really really complicated situation, if I'm being honest. All right, time to do some group therapy. Mexican born and raised, I can say that Mexico doesn't have an esports culture based on FGC because they support themselves more than half the time. Yeah, I think that's a really common case in other countries. Just in general, because like certain countries have better like infrastructure for setting up esports, right? Like the truth is like esports is like on the backs of the wealthy, you know, like in order to play League of Legends at a pro level, there's just like so many things that need to go right for you, right? Like just like socioeconomically, you need to have access to a computer, a good network, money for a lot of these things. In Korea, it's much easier because there's like the whole PC bang culture. But like, if you were to do this in the U.S., like you have to buy a computer. Computers are really expensive. You know, especially in comparison to like fighting games where consoles are like a fraction of the cost of a PC. Yeah, gaming is like so much of a privilege for sure. And so like, I mean, there's a reason why white people and Asian people tend to take up most of the rosters in most esports orgs around the world. And then the exceptions come from fighting game players who tend to have quite a bit more diversity, right? And that's just like socioeconomic reflections, right? Local sports scene because you're all in the same neighborhood. Maybe, but I think part of the cool thing about esports is that like it's not about regional rivalries and stuff like that. Like I think Overwatch did it so wrong when it came to like the franchising of cities and stuff like that. I think like what are we doing? Like why are we doing something that sports teams do not because out of this, like sports teams do the regional rivalries out of like necessity, right? Like you just like have different stadiums, and so therefore like, you know, and you have to play physically in contact with each other. It's so different in esports. Like we don't need to be doing stuff like that, in my opinion. Like, the truth is for most people, like, what makes you want to root for somebody is because they're fucking nasty on the sticks, you know? I want to root for people who play cool characters or play in an interesting way, have a cool personality, like, where they come from and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm not... Like, it can add to a storyline, like we talked about with Arslan Ash. Like, I think it's cool. But like, I don't root for, you know, Zane in Melee because I think I don't know, American. I don't know. Like, I don't even know where he's from, to be honest. He's MDVA based, right? That's where he grew up. Like, I don't have any ties to that region. Over Faker and Crown because I can relate. Hell nah. I think Faker's sick because he's fucking sick. I think like I'm a big fan of oh my god. Why can't I think of his name right now? I can see his face in my brain. He played Vayne, and he was just sick nasty on Vayne. Oh my god, I can't think of his name right now. I see his face though. I see his face in my head, but I can't put a name to it. But he's awesome. I always rooted for his teams from China because I just thought the way he played was so awesome. First VCT Mexican player joined. Yeah, like I think like nationalities and stuff is like a bonus to me. From SKT mid, how about the fact that he's like the greatest of all time? That's enough reason to be a fan of Faker IMO. Yeah, Uzi. Oh my god, Uzi's so sick. Maybe I'm proving a point because I didn't remember his name, but like I cheer for people first because they're sick, and then their nationality can just like be like an added bonus. Like if the player from your region's ass, like, are you gonna root for them? I mean, I don't know. Language barrier, cultural barrier, that might be a stickler for you, but I just don't see it being a stickler for most people, if I'm being honest. Ooh, there's a... Yeah, it's also true. Athletes in sports don't always come from the city they were playing for, because eventually, the club is bigger than the player, right? Like in traditional sports. Like I'm a huge fan of Arsenal, right? I've been a fan of Arsenal since 2008. And I don't have any ties to London or whatever, and we have a bunch of players who come in who are not from London either, and I still cheer for them because even though they have no tie to me being American or Korean, it's just about the club more than it is, and like the culture of the club and the style of the club matters to me. Like the values that they represent matter to me much more than simply the nationalities of things, you know? But yeah, it's true, Ravens on. I think that's absolutely true. That like a base team is like sometimes just enough to get the ball rolling on fandom at a certain point, right? Like, oh, I want to get into football. What team should I root for? And it's like, okay, well, this team that plays in the stadium that's like 10 miles away from me, I guess I'll go to their games, and then you become a fan. Or, you know, that makes sense for sports. But again, sports is a game where things are played physically because they have to. So it's like, it feels very like chicken or the egg argument for like regional team stuff. Like the bad boys, so to speak. Yeah, it's region based, but they always play the same place. Well, so I think Overwatch, they tried to put... I think like Overwatch tried to make it so people would like fly to each of their... I don't know. Overwatch, that whole league thing was just like a fucking fever dream, honestly. In my opinion, like Overwatch League was just like a... How can we be as close to traditional sports as possible? And then I think people quickly realized that like esports just shouldn't be the same as traditional sports. And yeah, I was gonna say like Korean teams talk just as much shit as American players, you know. And in a lot of like international type competitive gaming or sports or whatever, like players just learn to speak the language of the leagues that they're a part of. In fact, if anything, this is like even more reason why like imports are a good thing, because they bring in their own foreign personalities into the fray, you know? I just think you value things that are not things that I value. Probably, if I'm gonna be, you know, at the end of the day, everyone becomes a fan of things because of whatever reasons they want to be a fan of. right? Like at the end of the day, it's all subjective. We like things because we like them is really what it comes down to. Oh my god, Guardsman Bob, that's an old ass name. Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valgrimonda is proof of that. Yeah, usually when I get to duties I have to get through, I usually invite people from chat to come join. Yeah, Diablos. Yeah, the white saber complex of this part of the campaign is actually just kind of insane, though. I think the thing that's weirdest about Dawn Trail is just like the Warrior of Light just kind of didn't need to be here involving himself in like foreign politics like this, and then it just feels like we're solving like these people's problems that they honestly could have easily solved on their own from a writing perspective. I think that sort of disconnect feels kind of strange to me within context of the story. We're always solving foreign conflicts. It's not always foreign though. Like this one in Stormblood has the same sort of issues. Ooh, 666. I'm 651. I'm starting to fall behind here in 663. Yeah, we need new shoes. 663. Pants. Fuck it, we'll just open these all. It wasn't you, it was Wukulamat. Yeah, I mean, we are an advisor, but I just don't think we needed to be here at all. That's my argument. It's just like, it's very like voyeuristic. Like we're just here. This? I should keep some level 90 gear, right? Just because maybe I shouldn't have descent that. Level 90, 630, 640. This can go. All right, later, Dan. 91 dungeon gear is kind of ass. I'm pretty sure it's just worse than my old Savage gear. But it's fine, it's fine. I was just thinking for like when I re-level other things, I'll probably want some of my old gear, so I probably shouldn't toss it all away. Our warrior light isn't from a native, so everything is foreign. I mean, yes and no, but like some of the conflicts are like between worlds, right? Like Endbringers, Shadowbringers, like all that stuff like made sense for warrior light to be directly involved in. But like, this is just a matter of nations.
Sirelja, I'm ready for the
Same thing
final
with
feat.
Stormblood. It's just like very random.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us.
You get the poetics from previous, like, poetic stuff from previous, oh, poetic stuff, that's right. Yeah,
When
actually,
we
I can
join
probably just toss
hands,
anything that's,
We
like,
gain the strength to overcome
level 95
any
stuff and
foe,
below, huh?
even Valley Yarmanda.
I forgot about poetics gear.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced.
I assume this is pretty similar to the other duty where we fought in.
Fine by
Maybe
me.
slightly harder.
Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Oh, 2v1. Do we control Kona this time, or? Thancred's like, hey, hey man.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another.
Dude, I don't know.
Second
Everyone always
promise.
talks awesome
But you
things
may
about
observe your sister's
RuneScape, but
pitiable attempt.
I don't. From an outside perspective, I don't get
I
it.
see. In
I don't actually know anything about RuneScape and why it's like considered so awesome. Oh,
It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
Kona, you fucking beast.
What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps.
Let's go, Kona.
Not our brother, not Bakul Jaja, and not me.
Kind of have to play to get it.
You have
Because
always
I have
held the
friends
happiness
who
of our
also
people
talk just like
closest to your
how
heart, Lord.
RuneScape is like one of the most amazing games
So I will
ever, and
do
I'm just like,
everything in my power to ensure you
okay.
ascend to the throne.
but when I look at the game, it doesn't look that amazing. It just looks
is
like
how I
people
shall
doing the
repay
same thing over and
Father
over
for his
again, but
kindness.
I just don't understand contextually
This is
what's
how
happening.
I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona.
Yeah, like is it
make no
is it just like grindcore? Is it like
Numbers
Path of
matter
Exile?
not in the face
I
of
just
true
I just
might.
don't understand.
Gulul Jaja,
But I know
mightiest
people
of
love the game,
blessed.
and there's a reason why like
Arise!
specifically old school RuneScape is the one that people specifically love.
Everyone ready?
Oh, we're all fighting him. Is this a trial? Aaronville, get in there.
No hard feelings, Papa. Got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
Dude, the Omega weapon looks so sick. I don't know if I want to ever do that fight again.
Bear witness to our resolve.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Paint on the rest of the air. Right. Okay. Stand in this corner, guys. What's going on? What are you doing?
These blades sundered Valigarmanda scales.
Right. Oh, okay.
Take that.
One mile time, I guess.
What a chore.
Alright, Alizé.
For battle.
Go forth. Oh, very that.
How is this?
You have to free them.
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted.
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
Not gonna run my flames.
Together, we shall triumph.
Oh my god. What the fuck? My GCV, I don't know where it went. You want to do Tommy as Gunbreaker? I mean, low key? The weapon does look sick. I don't know. I could be convinced one day. Oh my god. I'm too busy looking at my butt. Do you want to do that? Are the weapons cool? Up time. Up time.
venture best for Mammoth.
Oh, are they sick as fuck? Oh, I dotted him as soon as I fucking... He went into a cutscene. That's such a
Resolve the recent Pendal. By gruesome wrath be sundered.
Oh man, hearing that the weapons are... I haven't looked at them. Maybe after this cutscene we can take a look at them. Oh my god, that's a big sword, brother.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect
Not my problem. Let me just eat.
Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet. We will see Lamachi become done, sir.
Oh, damage. Nice. Yeah, I just can't see myself doing an on-patch ultimate, especially right now. Oh, it's just too much time commitment. If I could do an ultimate in a group that's willing to do it once a week and actually, well, I guess I'd have to be in a group where they can carry me and it's just me learning. I think I can learn an ultimate really fast, but if it's like multiple people who have to learn, it just makes it harder. But how am I ever going to get a group where I can just get carried to an ultimate?
I refuse to accept
It's just such a waste of time for everybody but me.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Damn, who's this? This guy's Giga Chad.
Arugadin? It couldn't be.
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
He actually is Giga Chad. What the
Tanqua.
heck?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Kettenram, I presume.
Ketteram the Explorer.
Kettenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later.
Alright, cool, Jaja. Ketteram is not a crazy name compared to the other Rogadin
Whether
names.
you like
We had
it or no,
Moenbrita and
these
like
young'uns
Werlib.
accomplished the feat.
We had some crazy ass Rogadin names that we've had to say. Kettenram is like one of the most
Wuklamat, her
normal
reward
like
would be
Rogadin
to
names I've ever
betray
seen.
The Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her
Ketteram.
minions
Like
to
it's
carry
like the
us
same
to
amount of
victory.
syllables as every other Dawn Trail name. Curious George is the best Rogadin name, is true. Yeah, legendary kimchi maker. Yo, that'd be actually sick. Yeah, you're the Autarch of Mamuk. Show some dignity, bruh.
I don't have dignity. Not anymore.
He acknowledged himself.
I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Holy fuck, my forearms are so beaten up from volleyball.
Together, we can achieve anything.
Holy moly.
You needn't place your faith in the promise
His
of
last name?
blessed
Okay,
siblings.
that's tough. Blaufisten? Blosfison? Okay, that one's tough.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
Oh, I'm so excited to play more volleyball next week.
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives.
He's spitting low key. He's spitting.
Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat,
Like both the real
I
Zha and
bestow
Mamu Zha.
on
I'm just saying
you
they should pay for their
a
crimes.
keystone.
Feels a little crazy. A little slap on the wrist for eugenics and genocide. Seems a little crazy.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kuana's a good egg. I definitely thought he was gonna be colder,
Kona.
like as a character, but it turns out he's a big old softie. Yeah, but he started so hard.
I must express
Ooh,
my
I might
gratitude
have
for your
killed off a
cooperation,
bunch of kids.
and my regret
Like low-key, he
for
went.
failing to live up to expectations.
What's his name from the prequel movies of Star Wars? I can see his face. I'm just bad with names. It is just what it is, man. I'm just never gonna
Nonsense.
remember names on
If
first
you
glance.
believe Wuklamart is the woman for the job, then you have our whole heart.
Anakin. He went Anakin all over his children. And he's just like, yeah, I'm sorry.
One
we're like,
last thing.
Okay,
I
all's
wish to
good,
speak
bro.
to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but
This guy been hanging out with Urianger for too long. He's saying words like hackneyed.
I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call.
I'm so
I dare
British,
say we'll
biting
come flocking.
witticisms.
But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
So
I leave
fucking
my sister in your
British.
capable hands. See that she returns home safe.
Okay, so now we've collected all the forbidden gummy bears. And then,
You've still malms to go yet, Wuklama. The rite ain't over till you find the city of gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
and I assume this is like basically the halfway point. Once we complete opening the whatever. Yippee! As equals us, I suppose. Guys, racism bad. Oh, is Real Zha gonna take on all the crimes? Oh, JK, he's just gonna say we're gonna keep it secret. Oh no, he is, okay. Yeah, also, I just think it just feels a little unrealistic that as we are going around fixing the problems of the country, that they just get solved this, like, menially, I guess. Alright, later, Bouncy. Thanks for stopping in. More about this kimchi. The people of Mamuk has accepted you. Merchants and vendors are now available for use. Aw, yeah, no longer racist towards me. Very nice. North of the city. Okay, road to the Golden City accepted. Do blue quest later. Speak with Wolf Lamont. Oh yeah. Thing is, oh, he lives here. It doesn't matter, Aurelia. Find the Golden City. Oh, I will. With these beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. I feel like someone looks a little bit out of place in this thing. Hey, I'm on vacation, okay? That's why I'm in my I have my t-shirt and jeans. I think it's really funny to look out of place in these because everyone has these like really beautiful garments, and then there's just me in my fucking chocobo t-shirt and jeans. It's kind of the joy of glamming your character this way. Yeah, just a guy who happened to show up in the middle of national strife. Aaronville, why you being a little sussy boy? You being a little sussy boy. A dude with a mega detangling weapon, though. I gotta stay strapped, you know? I'm on vacation, but I don't take shit from nobody. Serial killer piranha. Vacation in Florida type shit. Oh, I could have just teleported. I've attuned to this, right? Okay. Entrance of the Sky Deep Cenote. Oh. Oh god, we're gonna go into the cenotaph. Oh, they will be moved. Nice. There. Oh my god. I don't have flying, so... Am I supposed to have flying by now? Hold on. Cat toys for to look more inconspicuous. I think I have that glam. Where are we? We're in Yaktel. Oh no, we're nowhere close. Nowhere close to any of the ether currents, to be honest. I guess I could get it unlocked in Urkelpacha, but I'm nowhere close for. I guess mythical quest, and then there's 4. Yeah, I'm pretty far. Just have to drive across the forest like a scrub. The thing that pains me is that we were just there, and they had me walk all the way across just to meet him at his like home village, or his like little hut that he has. These meetings could have been an email. I'm just saying. It's really the takeaway in all of this. So many of these little mini cutscenes could have just been an email. I'm already level 95 though. I'm making my way. Well, I probably have all the old poetics to turn into and convert them. Right click on cutscene, right click cutscene, yeah. I just remember the Moogle quests. Wow, this feels very WoW-esque, like flying in a cutscene. This feels very, very WoW-y. When we use chocobo porters. Disturbing the souls that rest here feels wrong. So I don't remember the details. Did they ever say the details of like why Mamul Jaja is the, like how they do the rite of succession for the double-headed? Or are they just like throwing away the regular kids? Or are they like forcing them to fight each other? I don't actually know if they went into detail or if I just overlooked it, because it's very very common for me when I'm streaming to brush over details. Majority of the twin heads are stillborn, I think. Oh, I see, I see. Alright, I'll open up a party finder here. Here, I'm just gonna put a party finder up. The password will be 1. I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. They pump out babies and they all die, and sometimes one doesn't die. I see, I see. Okay, be right back. What's up, Ping? Oh my god, let me hop over. Okay, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Ping, thank you for the sub. 88 months. Hey, isn't that that's a lucky number in Chinese culture, no? Anything with eights? Is it even raining? Change pose. Huh. Not in Germany? Oh. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, is that that's the new one, right? The new new mount? Is this when you collect all of them? Wait a I think it'd be very funny to have a Lalafell with this. Damn. The new EX mounts look sick. I'm excited to maybe farm the EX mounts. I'll have to learn them, but that looks sick. This one looks kind of weird. I don't like the tentacle tails. It's kind of gross looking. Almost on. Okay, no worries, Bing. The PF password is 1. Yeah, I like this one a little more. You got like the visualizer. That one's pretty cool. And those are the Fru weapons? I didn't check our rolls. Hopefully we have a healer and stuff. I don't know. Oh my god, look at all those dead babies. What's the difference between a Ferrari and 1,000 dead babies? I don't have a Ferrari at the bottom of the cavern. Sorry, I had that. I had to throw that in there. Yeah, the environments are so much more beautiful in Dawn Trail. That was rude. Also, my weapon speed must be just like so random because I feel like everything is always desynced always. Oh, manta ray. Virgin. Let me guess. The raid wide. Wow, no way. Tail is probably. What is this? Cursed to be a nuisance? I'm always a nuisance. Oh. I see it. Hydra ring is inside. That's funny. Oh, no, it just changes the arena. Copious bubbles. Feather ray. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, do these things hurt you? This sounds like a red light. Okay. Bubble. It's probably a pushback mechanic. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. Later, Jinax will have fun. Bubble from tail. First to be a nuisance. How did we res? Oh wait. No. Forgot those bubbles deal damage to me. Phoenix Downs work in dungeons now? Wait, what? Also, what's up, Mega Mario? Wait, that's crazy. So there's actually a reason to keep Phoenix Downs. I was collecting those damage downs. Yeah, worth buying a few for sure. I wonder if that means that they made the dungeons a little bit harder in this in Dawn Trail to offset that. I feel like the only reason why you would like change that. Well, I guess it's also more thematic to Final Fantasy to let you use Phoenix Downs in a dungeon, right? Like that just makes sense. Rats! We are the rats! Here and there's a few difficult bosses. Yeah, I think that's cool. Like, make me sweat. I was sweating a little bit in these dungeons. Use those. That's stunnable. Verger Metal Grounds. Okay, let's see what happens here. Dynamic Dominance. Is there raid light? This one was a raid light. Oh, I see. Oh, no, no. Okay. And then, not that square. Okay, that's simple enough. Cluster. I use my feint at the same time each one uses his feint, so I don't buy anything for that. This thing is getting eviscerated though. Mirror maneuver. Okay, so now. So this side, huh? Oh no, not this side. Okay, yeah, and then, okay, I can move across. A few will kill you doing it blind. Yeah, I mean, that's all I want. I want to feel just like a little tingle. That's all I'm asking for, you know? Just a little tingle. guess this pack only has one. Oh, what was that scholar button? That's XCOG. A ring of slaying. Oh, already have that. I don't think my ping is good enough to really abuse some of my OGCDs anymore. Sag. You know, I don't think I've played Final Fantasy from my current apartment ever, so yeah, I actually don't know what my ping situation is like. Having single digit, like close to single digit ping though was so broken. Yeah, my ping, I think my ping before when I lived in K-Town was like crazy low. I don't want to burn my 2 minutes here. Or is it NA servers? I think they're like middle California or maybe NorCal, question mark? Yeah, I've seen this. Maybe I should have burned everything. Not the giant shining gold tech pyramid. Wait, what? Oh, what is that? Hey, whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, they drew dick and balls on its face. No wonder it's mad. 3 of them. Seen that story before. Small work. Big punch. I didn't know what that marker meant. I thought it was like a pushback, but I guess it was just damage. Oh my god, he's Titan now. Ah! I see, I see. Uh-oh. Get out of there, Yushuan. I see. He was charging, and I didn't see which side he was charging. This might get a little hairy, huh? Oh, Pig almost died again. Ash layer. Okay, Big. Oh my God, Ping. Ping is so low. Okay. These are the rocks. No. Okay. Whew. I star divered right when he charged that. Got the feint. I'm helping. Oh, I definitely should have LB'd him. This one is gonna be the spread, right? Oh. Which side is it? Ah! There goes Ping again. No. I can kill myself for the time being. We can kill this. We can kill this. I don't have any Phoenix downs. Yay. We did it. I'm screaming. Perfect legend, by the way. That was a cool boss. That was a cool boss. I liked it. That was fun. Wait, do I not have... Where's my Spine Shatter dive? Is this just not on my hotbar anymore? I was like, why do I feel like I don't have any... Okay, I don't have Spine Shatter dive. I feel like I don't have any way of canceling the... Wait, what is the dash called? Okay, I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to have some amount of gap closers, and I, I just didn't see them. Alright, thanks guys. So I have this now. Can I use it to... Okay, I can't use it. It's still probably just on the enemies. During that fight, I was like, dude, I'm a Dragoon. Where are my gap closers? And realized that I just don't have them. Okay. Understood. They just weren't on my hotbar. Like, this was the first fight where I was like, where are my gap closers? Oh my god, so now we... Oh, okay, I remember when Dawn Trail marketing was coming out, there was like a highly technological thing, so I guess this is where we're at now.
But is this glowing stone their creation as well?
So the Yokuya were technologically advanced? JK.
I've never seen anything like it.
Then it's from an even older time.
Don't tell me it's the Allagans again.
Alizé.
While careful study would be required to confirm, it does not appear to be reminiscent of their designs.
Not the Allagans again. That is funny. It does look different.
A golden light. Could it be?
I'm sad we never got to fight our fellow Scions, though. Because it kind of feels like that ship has sailed.
There's a platform on the other side, but how do we get over there?
When can we finally do
That's how.
Right then. Let's go and take a look.
That seal. That's Charlian and no mistake.
How do we open it?
Come and look at this. Your tablets might be a good fit, wouldn't you say?
It was all meant to be. We're opening the door of time, like in Ocarina of Time. Wow.
Leave it to Alfino.
So I feel like at some point the first promise might show up and fuck things up. This reminds me in the Superman movie, the alternate universe. Do you guys watch the latest Superman movie? Pretty good movie, honestly. I had a good time.
Is it Golden City?
Though there is some resemblance, it doesn't quite live up to what the Yokwi described from their dreams.
I barely watch movies. I love a good movie.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Well done. Well done indeed.
He's here.
You, my dear daughter, have found the entrance to the City of Gold and triumphed in the right of secession.
So Gulu Jaja must
So
have
we
seen
did it.
foreseen all of this.
We made it to the end.
Why is the lighting hitting my face like that? Looked a little goofy.
seem more perplexed than joyous.
It's just... This place is unlike anything we've seen in Tural. Never mind the peculiar stone.
What lies beyond this door?
So I am given to wonder, what exactly lies beyond that gate?
I'm with you, Cryle. I'm with you.
Nothing less than the Golden City of Legend, I assure you. A circumstance prevents us from opening the gate.
Circumstance, huh? What circumstance?
As to what the city is and what Gall of Valdesium discovered all those years ago. This knowledge and more, I will share with you after your ascension. What you choose to do with it will be up to you.
The Golden City is real. It took a while, but I finally found it.
We.
Come, let us return to Tulio.
X back over, congrats, yep. We did it, we completed Dawn Trail.
Home at last.
That was a weird note to sort of end this on. What the heck? An unopened door? Weird. Weird. Oh, there's gonna be... Hold on. I'm gonna disband the party. Okay, so apparently this quest is gonna take a while. I'm curious what this cutscene is. Sometime later. I honestly think everything between this long cutscene and the next one, he gives 99% filler. Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand the purpose of Conan's visit. He's just like, yeah, you're awesome, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm awesome. Oh, but he wants to be told he's awesome. Charge my mouse. Oh, you mean the whole area? Jesus. I'm curious.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of dawn servants.
So colorful.
It's starting.
The Dawn Servant!
Look! He's here!
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least.
People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence.
What if the head of reason is dead?
For on this auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawn servants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination,
What's up, Barry Space?
wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph.
It has
in
been
the
weird that
city of
the
gold.
other head has just been like covered and absent. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV in a long time.
My daughter, Wuklamat. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the Dawn Servant! Long live Tuliolal!
Yippee! Oh, my legs are sore. Oh.
Growing up in
What's
this
up,
city,
Exia?
I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tuliolal. But my
Tuliolal.
journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation. Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate
How's the story?
both
It's-
the land and their
It's
bonds
aight.
with visitors.
It's
And
fine.
with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelu showed me the depths of their patience and
It's
fortitude.
not amazing by any
to
means,
know
but
when
it's
to
like
push through
it's
and
it's
when not to push your
serviceable.
luck.
It's serviceable. It's just not that exciting. The stakes
From
could
the
not be
moblins
lower,
and their artisans,
and our involvement
gained
in the story
insight
just like
into the power of
I just feel like such a
creativity,
passenger.
that
Like
it
the
is
Warrior
when
of
we
Light
are
doesn't need to
filled
be
with
here at all.
passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best
It's a
works.
little feel good. Like this feels like the ultimate filler arc, you know?
I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we're remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Pibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community. For we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle.
Structure of the story was a disappointment. Yeah, I mean,
Sovereign
I
Kozamalka must resort to banditry
at least
to
this
survive.
first half of the
A faction of
expansion,
your crew
there's
still cling to dreams
there's
of
been problems
conquest.
for sure. I
Not
would definitely
everyone
wouldn't say
lives
this
in
has been
peace
like
and
a
plenty.
like a this has been like a 6 out of 10 story if I was to rate it.
And there's still so much.
Maybe
of
I'm being a
Tulisolo
little
I
bit
don't
generous
know.
too. Like it's
Places I
fine,
haven't
it's
seen,
feel good,
and
whatever.
people I haven't
It's just
met.
weird because like the Warrior of Light is such a passenger, in my opinion, to the narrative of the story.
That's
like
why
we just
I
didn't need to
hope
be
to
here.
keep learning about
And
from you.
It's like
that
cute
we might
and
build a
whatever,
nation where-
and it was just like a tad bit
my
repetitive
journey
and a
has taught
tad
me
bit
one
like
thing above
elementary,
all
where it's
else.
just kind of like
Your happiness is my
we
happiness.
visit a certain people, they have a problem, we come, we solve it. The solution is very straightforward and easy. And since we're just like, we just kind of go from zone to zone, or like peoples to peoples to peoples, like, I feel like we don't actually get any sort of lasting time for me to like really care about any one set of beings, you know what I mean? Like, it's so different when like like in Shadowbringers, where like all you care about is just the ancients, right? Like that is like the whole purpose of the telling of that story. And then in Endwalker,
Oh dear.
I guess in Endwalker
What is
you
she
meet
doing?
like 3 or 4, but like I feel like we spend a lot more time with them. I don't know. Yeah, the Mumuk lore was kind of interesting, and yeah, it took. Oh my god. It's okay.
My father
Warrior
led
Invul,
Tulisolo
very
to
short
prosperity
cooldown.
by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my one head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better,
Familiar with the new areas in DT?
I'll
No,
need someone else.
unless if I've seen it in MSQ so far, I don't know what it is.
someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack.
Oh, she's bringing on her brother. Let's go, Koana.
So what do you say? Be done servant
Kona.
with me, Kona!
He's like, the fuck? Cat brother, cat sister. Becoming Dawn servant.
Romachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawn servant.
Like, this is a cute, feels good moment.
You'll have no objections from me, of course.
Budget gratia. They're pretty
But
distinct, though, to
is
be
that the
fair. But yeah,
approval
they sort of
you need?
fulfill a similar role. Also, the government of Tuliyola has
During
very
my time abroad,
open laws about stuff, huh?
I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south,
Dirigibles.
while locomotives traverse the land in the north.
He's like, I ain't part of that.
I was convinced that by
woke
imitating foreign
bullshit.
powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect.
Even weebs can grow up, huh?
My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With
Yeah, I'm
your
really excited for
blessing,
Evercold. It looks really,
I
really
vow
cool.
to help Tuli Yolal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage
The trailer got
of
me
all
really
her
hyped.
peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister. To give you cause to smile.
It does feel weird though from the trailer from Evercold. It feels like this whole time we were trying to not sunder the stars, and now it feels like we're sundering them? Question mark. Or we were trying to keep the stars sundered, and now we're trying to unsunder them. We're trying to combine them apparently. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Glad this didn't go to waste.
It's a poneglyph.
This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tulihyola saga where you and I become the next Dawn servant.
The moon plays enough.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
Would have been proud. Is he announcing his brother's dead?
Of course you knew.
He is dead.
It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
It cannot be. The head of reason is no
Wow,
longer
I actually
with us.
guessed it. I feel like I've guessed a lot of things randomly.
I didn't want to believe it.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests. And labored nigh without
Yeah, being stuck with... I don't understand how the musculature works, too.
And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard.
Like
But
maybe
he did
his
well.
brain now has to take over the whole
I have
body.
to
I
give
don't
him
know.
that. The outcome speaks for itself.
Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawn servant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
Yeah, there's too many things with like a double-headed being that I just don't understand how it would work. So, like, what would I don't know. Okay, I mean, I feel like the next step has to be going through that gate. So, curious when we go back. Also, things aren't settled with the first brother, no? Aren't both heads Wuklamat's dad? Isn't it screwed up to hide the fact that half of your father passed away? Yeah, true. Babies with two heads sort of exist. I mean, I know that's not 100% fantasy, but I know nothing about
Changes in the
having
air,
two heads is like,
and it's
and
all
like
because
the
of our
circumstance
little
of what happens when like
firebrand.
one passes away before the other. Like, how does that work? I have so many questions, but
Every Ilmer
I don't
father's
know where to
daughter,
find the
that one.
answers.
I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
Just like kind of bizarre to think about, you know? Like, does one brain have like motor functions and the other brain handles other things? Like, I have so many questions. How does it work? IRL, if one brain dies, the other follows pretty soon. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. Hey, what? It's got to be the first. The first has to be up to no good. So I'm still in the first half of 7.0. I don't remember, were other expansions so like divided in half like this one is? I'm trying to remember. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Lamati. Yeah, because I was thinking like Stormblood is the closest one I was thinking of, but you do just like go back and forth. It wasn't as like cleanly divided like the way this one is being set up. It's probably why this ended up feeling a little more rushed. And there were just like more people too, right? To talk to, like more groups of peoples. Troll continent 80%. I could take crystals, right? Wait, where the fuck is Bukavu? Okay. I remember when they first introduced the escort missions and you couldn't even fucking drive. Oh my god, that was the worst. I remember when you used to not be able to. Oh, thank goodness. Gods, my tongue is on fire. Commemorative sales campaign. Escorts in so many quests. Oh, yeah. They're just like, hey, look at this new gimmick. Let's just fucking sling it in everywhere. Same with those stealth missions. Let's just do a stealth mission. I hate the stealth missions. Alrighty. Not one closer. This part of the MSQ is pretty Resident Sleeper. It's like, do we really need to like go and talk with everybody? Fontaine. Yes, they are so thankful that we became Dawn Servant. Woohoo! Are we really just okay? All right, we're gonna skip the end of that cutscene. We're just going around talking to everybody. I just want to go open the door. Turn on the AC. It's gonna warm my room. Oh, first promise was notably missing. I wonder what happened. You couldn't have been murdered in the night, no? How do I get up there? What's the fastest way? You know what? I'm just gonna teleport here and then teleport.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulihiola with me.
That's not happening. Sorry, sister. I belong to the wind.
I'm not forcing you, of course, but should you wish it, you'll always have a place here.
Okay, that I can do. If I don't have to pay rent, I'm down.
Ah, that's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shatural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see. An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no? I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn servant duties.
This epilogue
I'd
is
be sure to
crazy
share
because
what my
we're
old
only
man says
we're gonna
about
have
Golden
another
City,
epilogue
too,
at the end of the
once
actual
he tells me.
expansion.
Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
This reminds me of like the end of the Lord of the Rings trilogies where they like take forever to
someone I'd like to
reintroduce
see
everyone they've
before
talked
returning to
to,
Charlia.
doing a little like fade to white on each of them.
What about the rest of you?
Alizé
I
and
wanna explore
also
the door.
intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth, that is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it. And by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the city of Gold.
Yeah, I'm with you,
So,
Kryl.
if I may,
Like, how did
I'd
we
like to stay in Tulihiola
journey
on
all
this
the way
ride.
to the gate of the City of Gold and then just turn around? Are you kidding me?
Rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
Are you kidding me? I want to see
And
what's
what of
beyond
you?
the door.
Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Yeah, I guess we're going to Shaktural.
Of course. You're hardly the type to...
Then perhaps we could travel together? The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Okay. Lead the way, Aaronville.
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
All right, bye, Wuklamot. There's no way this is the end of seeing Wuklamot around. She'll probably get reintroduced later on in the story once we get going a little bit. Once we start having to deal with the first promise. You have no idea.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
are we going now with the story? What's gonna happen?
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
Okay. Alright, let's make a move on. Where are we going now? Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Going back for the teleport crystal. Very funny. I know you were just up there waving us off, but we forgot there was a teleport crystal right here. Meanwhile, in the depths of Skyn Deep Cenote. The first promise. Oh my god, please tell me the first promise doesn't get through the gate before us. Come on, man. We were right there. Wait, did he complete his plates? Huh? How did he get the plates? What the? I thought he was missing some. Did he kill Jareel Jah too? Oh wait, Cyril Jah. 2 decades ago, you're petitioning the study of this place. Fair enough to sail away forever. So we thought until the right's objective became the city of gold. Wait, what? Wait, what? Cyril Jah, you fucking snake. What is that? Oh my god. Really? Oh boy. At last. Oh god. It's gonna be something very evil behind these doors. Oh boy. This is another Valagramanda situation, I feel. He opens the door and there's just an Allagan right behind it. You guys are just gonna trust a disembodied voice behind a giant technological door? Oh my god. Oh my god. Find it in exchange your soul. Or open the gate. Why, yes. The voices always tell the truth. Yeah. Nothing problematic could happen to him at all. Nothing has ever gone wrong. Oh my goodness. Back to the real story, our vacation on an island. Oh, this armor set looks pretty cool. It's one big bridge. Oh my god, we're in San Francisco. Although these these bridge pillars look very Minecrafty for some reason. Also, the bridge is humongous. Okay. Okay.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shatona tongue. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweet.
Damn, we in the south now.
To the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
Me howdy.
Embracing this opportunity.
What the heck? This is such a vibe change. What the hell?
Driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues. Our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Don't feel about skipping. Music reminding you of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I mean, saloon vibes.
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
This is such a random filler.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
I feel this is your least favorite part of the story? Sounds like seems like it's a pretty common opinion. If you and Ishwan both don't really like this part. Afraid so. If one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need to, you'll just have to wait. You'll be a bit too surprised? Okay. I was like, well, what the fuck happened? Hard cut to being in the city of gold and technological advances everywhere after being in Cowboy Nation. I assume it's a huge vibe shift. Because obviously we're going to go back to the city of gold area, I'm sure. Damn, yo, I got some big hands. Huge vibe shift is an understatement. Well, we'll get there when we get there. I thought this was supposed to be like South America base, and suddenly we've crossed the border into North America. Very strange, very strange. There's one up there. Before I forget. Oh, if I zoom out, am I like literally in North America? What's like the best way to... Is there a way to like... Oh my god, we actually crossed the border, bro! Damn, that was a long-ass bridge, huh? From Chiliola to here. We're actually in America. Wait, that is so funny. I didn't think we'd get all the way to the to North America in MSQ. That is so funny. So Aaronville is from North America. Is that what we're saying?
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Battle on the biggest bridge they have failed us. That's funny. Oh, bro, volleyball has fucked up my legs. Haven't played in a few years, but got curious. Yep, that's exactly where I am, Dream Shell. That's exactly why I'm here. I stopped playing at the beginning of Dawn Trail because I kind of lost interest, and then Evercold just bringing me back. Oh, please tell me they have southern accents. I didn't listen very closely.
Some sort of trouble.
Also, Aaronville's accent doesn't fit for North America.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Give me strength.
Oh, he's
For the
British.
last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
He sounded pretty American.
Evidence, you lying scum.
Oh
You
wait,
release
why
my
are they?
friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Now I'm confused.
Let me remind you who the scum is.
You didn't even make it to Shadowbringer. Well, now you have the free trial. You can just get to Shadowbringer.
Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
Oh,
I'd heard that
they both got
peacekeeping
guns.
forces had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it!
They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekoa. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Oh, Shaloni baloney.
Fine. If that's how it's gonna be.
Oh, he's gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot him.
I wouldn't if I were you.
The fuck is that, Stinian?
Is that?
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
Why is he in America? What has he been up to this whole time?
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekoa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute, you sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over. You hear me?
This ain't over.
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir.
I think you were
Zekoa
calling the wrong
is
guy,
simply
Dream Shell.
struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
Wihuti? How do you say his name? This is such a weird vibe shift, man. I'm kind of still struggling here.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Yes, sir, but we left it closed for no goddamn reason, even though no one said anything to us.
And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
His character is the most
Guru
based in Dawn
Jaja
Trail.
compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable
Damn, he just got a bunch of money and he's just living comfortably. That is based.
But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
But we don't serve sabotage.
Wait, what? And God, Estinian is just the best. Okay, he's just the best. Nothing else to say. I should make sure I'm set up here before I forget. Far. Okay, so now we have to deal with some bandits. Okay, okay. Sure. And we're off. Oh my god, I'm in frog stance. Our legs are so wide on this thing. Dude, this would hurt your fucking balls. This is so random. We're in Final Fantasy like 15 right now. Brimming with ceruleum. The Walla key. I just remember that has to do with blue mages. Oh, have blue mages gotten like crazy spells now with all these updates? I feel like blue mage has always just been like close to being broken. Actually, like is just functionally broken, especially on the overworld. It's got to be even more ridiculous now. Oh, they didn't update Blue and Dawn Trail. Never mind. So they probably got to a point where they were like, we can't do much for it. I know they dropped Blue Mage in the Evercold stuff, if I remember correctly. Alright, let me attune to this crystal. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, that's right. They're doing Beastmaster. Maybe that'll be cooler. Play Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Ping, what did they do to Blue Mage? What's the deets? Did they kill it? They shoot it out back? In Shaloni? What am I looking for? Blue-haired Shatona. I'm looking for a blue-haired Shatona. Oh, I found me a blue-haired Shatona. They shot it out back. I saw it. Oh, they just like stopped updating it without anything. Yeah, that is actually worse. It's better to know if it's dead or not. Erenville, yes. Elena Shpia. I don't know what that word means. Shpia. Is that what they call you here? I was gonna say Erenville doesn't sound like the proper name for this character, but probably just oh, it's his dead name. She's just blatantly dead naming him. Also, her hairstyle has to be new to Dawn Trail, right? I feel like I haven't seen that hair before. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I have seen it. I don't know. Maybe it's the bow in the hair that's throwing me off. It looks like new hair. Kasiua. Help! I need help! Someone shot the sheriff! Yeah, this does feel incredibly filler, even for the filler arc in general. This is a filler within a filler. Alright, you guys don't want the smoke. You look at my spear, bro. Old lady, what are you doing? All right, time to fight some douchebags. Oh, that was fast. Southeast. I'm gonna get all the things later. Get them when they're convenient. Oh, of course, right next to a cemetery. Of course, of course. Okay, so she lost some sort of precious item, and then we're gonna have to go retrieve it by following the bandits yet again. Yeah, Erenville knows where they're headed. They stole something from you. What is it? It's a Wuklamat bracelet. Okay. All right, I get it. I get it. I feel like I don't need to watch that in its entirety because it seems pretty obvious where that one's headed. Oh wait, is there northwest? Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna do everything later. Yep. All right, Aaronville, let's go kick some ass. Really strong, are you? I may have saved the star on one occasion. She's like, yeah, okay, sure. I thought you knew where they were going, Aaronville. Okay, we're going southwest. All right, we're going southwest. Let's go. Retrieve the bracelet we shall. In fact, we can see the town from here. Boom, boom. You see the bandits? Yeah. Time to get in there, kick some ass. Look at all his spikes on his gear. All right, Aaronville, here's the plan. We're gonna get in there, and I am gonna kick all of their asses. Easy. Okay, apparently we're taking the stealth approach. I feel like, like my summoner class can summon frickin' Bahamut. Why am I worried about some? Well, I guess regardless, I don't want to like directly fight people, so we'll just. Oh, I see. I'm eavesdropping here. I'm so inconspicuous with my t-shirt and jeans. Okay, we found out that the leader works for the Duskwatch. No wonder why they're able to just operate out in the open. Oh, there's a ether current. Let's go ahead. Yoink this one. What else are we gonna learn? They're gonna summarize everything when I turn this quest into Aaronville anyways. I know it. Familiar voice. Oh, a familiar voice. Oh, Zakawa. Oh, of course. The evil sheriff from the beginning leads the bandits. Wow, how unpredictable. Who could have seen that coming? What's up, Aaronville? gun drawn. Is he gonna shoot him? Let's retreat for now. We're gonna summarize things, and then we're gonna have to deal with them. Yeah, very paint by numbers quest line. Why are we scared? Just get in there. I'll storm the high. I can take them. That's all I'm saying. I can just beat them up. Fine. Okay, we're gonna now travel off to a nearby town. It's kind of far. It's about equidistant from the main town, so might as well just run along. What the heck? No pallet tender. I see. Okay. We're gonna lure a bunch of animals over. So now I have to go get a bunch of shit. And by shit, I mean literal shit. Please don't aggro to me. Please don't aggro to me. Just get this and leave. Foul smelling nest. That's gotta. Got them? Oh, what the fuck? That scared the shit out of me, Ping. I was like, what the fuck is flying at me? Okay. We got the shit. I thought I like triggered some sort of like weird event. I was like, that's so bizarre. Okay, let's talk to... No, don't aggro me. Alright, here's your fresh shit. Wait, is that a skateboard mount? I swear I have not seen that. Is that a paid mount? I haven't seen that one. Oh, made it back from Magicon. Nice. What is that? Oh, it's a hoverboard. Where's that from? Cosmic Exploration? What is Cosmic Exploration? That must be a Dawn Trail thing, huh? Also, how was Magicon? Bought it from the market board. How much are they? Are they like a mil? Actually, they're probably more than a mil, huh? instance crafting gathering content. I see, I see. Kind of like Ishgard. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. You just had to grind a ton to get it. But on drugs. Was fun. They used more of the convention area. A lot of people like 25k. God damn. I'm just gonna take some pieces. Oh, I didn't need to be this close. Oh my god, I didn't aggro him. Thank god. Paul Bettany. Wait, who's Paul Bettany? Is he an actor? What is like the normal thing to do at MagicCon? I usually... Oh, Jarvis Vision from Marvel. Okay, yeah, I remember. Do you just do a lot of side events, just like on demand and stuff, or what did you do for the most part? Or were you playing Commander a lot of the time? There it is, the bracelet. Ticketed play, had four events, Gavin. Oh yeah, those, honestly the special events are the best parts of MagicCon IMO. Newmont Jim Davis event. The special like limited drafts and stuff like that are my favorite things to do at MagicCons. Now you guys had to deal with a bunch of horny pterodactyls. Oh, yeah, FanFest at Universal was so sick. I had such a good time. The One Piece show is actually so crazy. They did like everything right in it. Got to see like Zoro doing his Zoro shit. Sanji like made his leg on fire and kicked people, which was cool. They had Buggy, and they had like fun bits with Buggy of him like separating his hands out, and then my favorite part was when they introduced Chopper, and Chopper's just a literal plush, and they just like carried him around. It was very funny. Also, super randomly in front of me was ProZD, which is also kind of cool. So I caught up with him for a hot second. I didn't want to like be weird, so I was just like, hi. Bye. At least he remembered who I was. I think I'd feel a lot worse about the interaction if he didn't remember me at all and he was just like, oh yeah, sup, all right, have a good one. I would have been like, okay, I shall kill myself on the spot right behind you, don't look back. Any of the FanFest stuff? Yeah, so in the back lot this year, they did a Scooby-Doo mystery where it was kind of like you solve a mystery and you walk around in the lot and like pick up clues. It was pretty cute. Like they had like a bunch of different setups where you can like look around and try to like piece together the clues to figure out who the masked monster is, and they had actors like acting out like famous movie monsters in like just kind of like walking around, which was really cool. Just like a very interesting vibe. And then once you solve the puzzle, you get to go to like a theatrical ending where they do the whole like chase scene with the guy, and then they capture him and they do the famous unmasked stuff of Scooby-Doo. It's very cute. It's very cute. So that was really cool. They had like a Sailor Moon event, which is also very cute. What else did we do? I drank a D&D drink from the D&D bar. What else did we do? It was honestly a jam. Oh, the Yoshis at Nintendo World, so cute. They would just be like taking pictures with people, and then like every, I don't know, like half an hour or so, they gather in the center and do their little like Yoshi story dance. It's very cute. And they sit around doing this. It was awesome. Honestly, a highlight. Yeah, honestly, the Universal Fan Fest stuff is so sick. And like if you actually want to do the rides and stuff, there's never any line because it's just like too late for most people. Like most people are in and out by like 10 p.m. and then you have like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. to do whatever the fuck you want. So me and my girlfriend were there till like 12:30, and by then we like did everything we wanted to. I was surprised how fun it was last year. Yeah, like like the tickets prices, you can go at like a reasonable time or a reasonable price. So I felt like it was like super worth it. The only thing that was lackluster, in my opinion, was the food. That's the one thing I wish Universal would be better about. Because, like, if I was to directly compare it to Disneyland, like Disneyland, the food is so good. And so I went to the One Piece Cafe and bought their, like, burger. It was ass. My girlfriend tried their, like, grilled pork thing. It was ass. At the D&D thing, I was like, ooh, cheesecake. I want a cool dragon egg cheesecake. It was ass. The only thing that was good, in my opinion, was the D&D drink. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was really cool. The drink was cool. And then Ari bought the Sailor Moon cupcake, but she hasn't eaten it yet. We, like, took it home. I think the food outside is just generally better than the food inside the Universal. Like, if you go down, like, the University City Walk, like, I think the food there tends to be just better than what's inside the actual theme park. Too much focus on making the food look like something versus just making it taste good. Because, like, Disneyland event food is, like, so good. It's only been... I only went one time for an event, which was Chinese New Year. And they had such good Chinese food at Disneyland. I was like, what the hell? I ate so many egg tarts that day. I mean, I think I just have a soft spot for egg tarts in general. I just like egg tarts. Alright. try to expose Mr. Guy. Hey, buddy. Oh, I had to get his attention. Poke. Poke. Hey, buddy. Wake up. Yeah, I need help. Excuse me, sir. Tried to rob me, yeah. Can I... Does he have his own vehicle? It would have been kind of neat if he had his own mount behind you. Like, he just drives like a motorcycle behind you. Honestly, my motorcycle feeling very on theme at the moment. Maw of Sanshaya. Sanshaya? Is this the place? I don't see him. Just a little further. Still the best leveling mount? I believe so. I don't know if they've released something that's faster than this one. I know they have other mounts that are the same speed. Blue gold. Be wary of beasts in these parts. I don't know which other mounts have the increased speed though. Is this the place then? I could have sworn I left him here. This guy is so far out of town. This guy's the most gullible person of all time. We've driven like half an hour away from town at this point. Where could he be? Aw, silly me, just behind this big rock. Ah, oh, now I remember. It's further down. Like, look at how far away from town we are. What's gonna say out here? Cut the chit chat. Oh, he's mad now. Bro does not want company. Yeah, he is. He is big mad. All right, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Akoa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me, where could he have gone? That's it, I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, wee hootie, you looking for me? Okay. The plan's working. He's been taunted.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
Are people stupid?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Interesting. Let us pat you down real quick.
What's the meaning of this, Wuhute?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
What's funny is this argument would have worked in Shield Hero. In Shield Hero, everyone would turn to the Warrior Light and try to shoot him
If you feel
immediately
your honor's
without
at
any
stake, there's always the
any
old-fashioned
hiccups.
way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
Like, this setup is already dumb enough because it's just like, oh, this sheriff who has been inappropriate publicly, like, you don't think he has any other skeletons to hide? This guy? This sleazy ass guy?
Wuhute, I challenge you to a duel.
Damn, he sounded real
Winner is
Yugi
right,
Yamamoto there.
The loser is wrong.
Or Yami...
Doesn't get
Yugi
simpler
Moto,
than
sorry,
that.
not Yamamoto.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking.
It's time to
Please.
do.
Believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse?
Pathetic. I have no
Then?
pathetic
Maybe
bullets in
Alpaca's
my
got
gun.
More fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Also, I love
Shouldn't
that,
slap
like,
him, Chief?
they're like, yeah, we
Bullets
have,
just
like,
rubber bullets.
circumstantial
Throw 'em in
evidence that shows that he's likely the thief, and then at the end of it all, they're just like, shoot each other! Just shoot each other!
Be quiet. Just watch.
We sure they're using rubber bullets, bro? Let's see whose GCD timer is lower. They don't have tumbleweed animations, so they just used a fucking crab.
Oh, you little shit!
See who has Alexander. Yeah.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Is that the end of this little side quest escapade? This is just so random.
In the middle. But please.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted.
What the fuck?
As are your friends.
Why couldn't we have just skipped the drew your gun in the middle of town thing? You could have just you also just fucking let it happen, bro. What?
Just a man of the wild.
They just like wanted to put that line in there, you know, the classic like, you broke the law, but you did good, kid. It's so stupid, man.
But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna
bro,
do
you're
about his
fucking
crew?
blind.
Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Surprised you saw that there was a duel in the middle of town.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow.
Walking the straight and narrow is straight, S-T-R-A-I-T. Wait, I just learned something. I always thought like straight, like a straight line, but it's straight like a piece of narrow land.
What about you, Zakua? What do you intend to do
I didn't
now?
know that. Straight and narrow.
Why? What I've always done.
I always just thought it was just like you're
Protect the
walking
weak and help the
in a
helpless. The
narrow
old-fashioned
line.
way.
Today I learned. It's funny how like sometimes like certain phrases you just like don't know what the actual words are at all.
Here.
That's how it was for me with all intents and purposes. I was like, for all intensive purposes. I was like, oh, these purposes are intense. And that's why they're intensive purposes. No, it's intense and purposes. Like you
Yes.
intended.
A person very dear to her.
I don't know.
I
Just me?
suppose
Just
this
me,
is
chat?
where we go
Okay.
our separate ways.
I'm blaming it on the fact that I am Asian. I'm going to use my race card here to absolve myself of any guilt. The guilt of being stupid. Okay. Are we done here now? Can we go on? See you at the springs. Utepi, Zakawa. Talk to... Oh, Namika, here's your bracelet back. And then she's gonna be like, how can I ever repay you? You can repay me back at the hometown that you need to go to next. I bet you. I bet you. Because that's the next place we gotta go. And for some reason, Zakawa is gonna help us later down in the road of MSQ. Because otherwise, why would they put this whole random town in the middle for no reason at all? Oh, no, wait. He shows back up here. Quickana? Or is it Quick Anna? Lewin. Oh wait, I can take the train home? Oh, it's suspended. God damn it. No. Ah, now we have to fix the train. Bro. Just got all you can eat catfish. Oh, that sounds awesome. A little fish and chips. Just one problem after the other.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train
You
will be
drove
running
6
again.
hours? 6 hours one way or 3 hours one way?
You've
Actually,
gotta be
either way,
joking.
that's crazy. That's like me driving to Vegas. Would I drive to Vegas for all you can eat? No, I think LA is good enough. One way? That's insane.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
Nah, we're trying to help, brother.
We heard that the... I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much...
Yeah, here we go.
It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every...
The succession ceremony. We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe...
Ah, time to fix a railroad. Okay.
Is there an...
Anything we can do to help? Yeah, we're offering to help, brother.
What about you, my friend? If you...
Though, if you were willing to lend us...
Oh, of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, but if you would please step in...
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry for dragging.
Yeah, brother, you dragged me into this. I just want to go. I just want to open the door to the city of gold. What are we doing here? What are all you guys doing here? I thought you guys should be fixing
There
the
they
railroad. Do your jobs.
That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master.
This is some
and
classic
over there is
American
our
work
top driver,
ethic, bro.
Nitowi. And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same...
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Brother, zip up your shirt. Make it worth your while. Oh!
Something the matter?
They do look like the... Would you happen to be a fan of Trillies? Oh! The flash... Okay. Good flashback.
They're
I
fine,
remember.
I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Oh! I
She's
suddenly
absolutely glorious,
remember.
I tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Cat lady's new, though. We didn't see a cat lady before.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to
They're like
fashion
distracting
new
you
railroad ties.
from Dawn Trail.
So
They're
it
like,
needs to be the
yes, we know
strongest stuff we
you're
could
fixing a train and it's really annoying. But remember,
these
you
parts,
did
that
it in
means the trees
Shadowbringers,
look
and
rather
you
young.
liked
It
Shadowbringers.
is
That's what this feels like.
Come on, no time to waste.
She's alive in this version. Did they have a dead teammate in Shadowbringers? I don't actually remember. What is that? What mount is that? Is that a hot pot? Oh my god. Ping Lord just brought Heidi Loud to Final Fantasy 14. What? Alright, what you got in here? You got some Got some beef, some celery, some mushrooms. Good selection, good selection. That is very funny. That is a very funny mount. Alrighty, I think this is a good place for me to call it quits. I will try and oh my god, what was that? What is? Oh my god, why is this chocobo like that? He named it dog meat. No wonder he's in this zone. He's a Fallout stand. Look at that. He even got the miner equipment on. What is that? What? What? What is that? Also from Cosmic Exploration? These are so cool. All these mounts I don't have. Oh, okay. Well. I gotta stream more. Get through more MSQ. Get to the stuff so I can start farming for this stuff. Alright, but yeah, this is gonna be it for today. I think this is a good stopping point. Next time we will continue on MSQ and hopefully get to the coveted second half of Dawn Trail that I hear is better. God damn, this thing, it looks like it has 2 dongs for hands. Oh wow, it has a pose too. That's so funny. Alright. Have a good night. You should do like 3 more quests. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. This is a good stopping point, and I gotta set up for filming, and then tomorrow I'll see if I can stream. It kind of depends because I'm filming the podcast tonight, so I will need some time to do that tomorrow. So we'll see when I stream. It might just be a short stream, if anything, but I should be streaming tomorrow. All right. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys are new to the stream, be